Well, good morning guys, Francis here again, and welcome to another edition of Lapidary Wednesday. Got some good news. Needed some good news. Look what came in. I believe it's my new motor for the old Lortarn rock tumbler. So let's get out the box cutters and see what we can see here. Lord. They use some pretty good tape on this one. Let's put this away before I cut myself. Okay, once again, it's from Kingsley North, where I got that new rock tumbler and those spare parts, and of course some of those rocks. And packing paper, and here it is, folks, the new motor. So I'll be putting this on today, but for right now I got something to show you. I finally finished the Texas Petrified wood through the polishing stage and through the burnishing stage. Again, the burnishing stage is where you add either liquid soap, laundry detergent, you know, the kind without any extra chemicals or scents, and did that for 1 or 2 days, and then pulled them out, and now they're dry, and now we're going to take a look at them. So guys, it's Sunday, and I'm taking a little gamble on the barrel that had the East Texas Petrified wood. I went ahead, remember we're in the polishing stage, I cleaned out my barrel, and here's my rocks. And I took a couple pieces, I'll bring them out in the sunlight and show you. Turned out really well. So the next process, or next step, is to tumble these rocks again with some Tide detergent. Now we're not going to use a lot, and we're only going to tumble it for like 1 or 2 days. That's just to get all the nitty-gritty off of it, and then we should have a finished product. So here's the barrel filled with Tide clothing detergent, the East Texas Petrified wood, the plastic pellets, and some water. And we're going to close her up and put her back on the tumbler again. So there you go. The East Texas Petrified wood is being washed in the tumbler right now. We'll give it 1 or 2 days, and this process is called the burning process. I meant to say the burnishing process. Well guys, this is the gemstones from around the world, but over here we have finished up on the East Texas Petrified wood. Now we just finished with the burnishing process, which is just tumbling them in soapy water like Tide, and so we're going to dry them off and check them out. So guys, this is it. This is the finished product of the East Texas Petrified wood. I do want to bring your attention to over here. I did place some pieces of quartzite here just to see what would happen. I normally do not have a lot of luck with quartzite. It's kind of like, think of it like concrete, but made up of a bunch of little quartz, pieces of quartz, all kind of fused together. It's a metamorphic rock. So, but anyway, I think I just threw that in mainly to help in the tumbling process. But I am really happy with a lot of these pieces over here. It came out pretty shiny. This is interesting. On one side it's nice and shiny and black, and you see the grains of the wood. And here it's not, well, a little bit of shiny in the white, but it kind of gives it some character. This came out really nice. And so did this one. Nice and shiny. Nice and shiny. Got a lot of neat different colors in this one. And again, like I said before, doing East Texas petrified wood is kind of dicey because a lot of times not a lot of silica gets into the wood for replacing the well, the actual wood. This was not. Here's another interesting one where it's not so shiny here in the middle, but around the edges it is, and then of course in the back you got a differentiation of dark and light colors, with the dark being more shinier. This turned out really nice. So did this. There's another good one. Oh, this is a neat one here. Shows a lot of color differentiation. And again, some of the lighter colors didn't really polish out too well, but the darker ones with more silica did. And here's an interesting one. This came out nice. And I'm sure these pictures and video isn't really doing these rocks justice, because it really looks pretty. And I'm not in a really good lighting situation here either. But I think you can tell from the glossiness that some of it came out pretty good. Now this is interesting. This looks like it was some kind of wormhole. So next, we'll go outside and we will work on the gemstones from around the world. Remember, it's time to put the polish in with the gemstones from around the world. So I've washed out my barrel and my lids and my rocks, and I'm pretty happy with this. The petrified wood from East Texas is coming out. The blue lace agate really looks nice. And all this amethyst, all these colors are coming out really, really nice too. This amethyst is from, I think, India. The blue lace agate is from South Africa. And the green tree agate, this is also from India. Rose quartz, I believe, is from India. Lake Superior agates, obviously somewhere around the Lake Superior area. And the quartz points, I think they're from somewhere in South America. They're looking good. Crazy lace agate, really turning out neat. Of course, from Mexico. And this carnelian is also from India. So, oh yeah, I wanted to show you. I don't know if we don't have a lot of light out here, but if you can see, if the camera will focus, there's some metal bands in this quartz, and that's the rutile. Hopefully it's showing up for you guys. And that's turning out really good too. You can see a little bit in here, if it would get into focus. So next step is I'm gonna put the rocks back in the barrel and put the polish in it. Then I'm gonna take these plastic pellets from the old polish, or the last polish, and stick it in there, because I don't want to use these because it may still have a bunch of grit in them. So hang in there for a little recap a little later. Okay folks, I have the barrel filled now with the gemstones from around the world, along with the polish and the plastic pellets. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid back on, close it up, and place it back onto the tumbler. Okay folks, we're tumbling again. I'll meet you back inside for a recap. Okay guys, I'm back again, and I was pretty happy with the the success of those petrified wood, and I'm happy with the progress of the gemstones from around the world. And so, like I said in a previous video, I want to try something really big, a big gemstone. And you know, like I can cut a flat side here for a base, maybe cut a facet here, use a slab saw, maybe another facet along here, and that way it'll also help me tumble it, because I did some fit testing and it wouldn't roll very well because it's so wide. So maybe a few more little facets here and there will help it during the tumble process. And I may use that stone. I think this is some blue quartz from India, and or some other stone. I got some green aventurine, red aventurine, some other kind of aventurines from India, or maybe some big hunk of rose quartz. I really don't know. But guys, thanks for joining me, and until next time, y'all take care. I'm Francis Kiefel, and I approved this video.